Now to the top 10 movies. Everything here on is top 10, so it's better than the ones I've talked about, which is just craziness. And you know, it's a good movie and that you should definitely be watching it. Fight Club 100% has to make the cut. That movie changed me. I'm sure that you've seen Fight Club. It has an amazing plot. It has great actors. Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, Helena Bonham Carter, heck, even Meatloaf's in it, which is just fun. The story's amazing, dialogue's fantastic, and it's based on a Chuck Palahniuk book, which is amazing as well. And if you haven't been reading Chuck Palahniuk books, maybe comment down below and I will do a little thing on Chuck Palahniuk and some of the books that I've enjoyed that he's written, and some that are actually being turned into movies, I believe. Bum bum bum! The Matrix, of course, is in my top 10. I saw that movie 8 times when it first came out in theaters when I was in like grade, I don't know, 8 or something like that, and I like plastered pictures of everything in my agenda or my binder reminder for school so that I could look at them when I was bored in class. Amazing action sequences. It changed special effects as we know it. The Wachowski brothers, and introduced new ideas to get these amazing shots, and it's when I discovered Keanu Reeves and his not great acting but handsome face, and Carrie-Anne Moss, Lawrence Fishburne. Great story. The fact that this came from someone's mind is just, it blows my mind. Inception is also now in my top 10 because holy chipotle. Inception? If you haven't seen the review at 3 kilobytes, check it out. But it is the best movie of the year, by far, hands down, no matter what. Storyline's amazing, special effects are great, acting's great, music blows my mind, I listen to it every other day. There just aren't enough good things that I can say about Inception. The Princess Bride, as you guys know and as I've already talked about, is one of my top 10 for sure. If you haven't seen the book review or the movie review that I did, definitely check it out as well. It has such a fun story. I mean, it's for people of all ages, of both sexes, and it's just one of those classic tales that you could just watch again and again. I think part of it is that I grew up with it, so it has a special place in my heart, but I think that if you watch it, you'll enjoy it too. I'm sure you're wondering, well, where's Star Wars 3 when I was doing the tops? But it's because it's in the top 10, because Star Wars 3 is one of my favorites as well. I also watched the heck out of it when I was little. We actually had to get a new VHS tape of it because I watched it so much that the tape got ruined. I thought that one was the most epic. I mean, so much happens in it. It has the happy ending, the Ewoks are in it, it has crazy battle between Darth Vader and Luke and the Emperor, you know, the whole Jabba the Hutt beginning with the gold bikini and the sand monster. Oh, so good. Sin City is another one that I love. I love the way it was filmed, how it was all pretty much black and white with just bits of color. The direction, again, was wonderful. Acting was great. It has an all-star cast. Everyone in it was cast perfectly, and I loved everyone in their roles, and each of the stories were so neat. I've actually, since then, I got the graphic novels, all of them, and I've been reading through them, so I can't wait for Sin City 2. Apparently Johnny Depp's going to be in it, which I'm excited about because I love Johnny Depp. If you haven't seen Sin City, you have been missing out, my friends. Get on that. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but I had to put all 3 of these movies in my top 10. Aliens 1, 2, and 4. 1's amazing because it introduces it, and just the fear in it is so good. It centers just mainly around Sigourney Weaver. The alien is just so scary. It freaked people out when it came out, and it still is great. You can still watch it now, and you're not like, oh, special effects are crappy or anything like that. Like, still really good. Number 2, obviously, that's when stuff goes down. That's when the army people come in and they're like, ooh, stay frosty. And like they have the crazy guns and the big tank thing, and they just wreck stuff. But then the aliens are so badass and there's so many of them that they kick their butts, and then you're all scared the whole entire movie. And there's that little girl who, I'm not a huge fan of her, but everything else was so good. And then that epic battle at the end with the queen where she's like, oh, so good. I got chills. Anyways, and then the 4th one, Alien Resurrection, I love that one. Don't get me wrong, the 3rd one's cool, but the other ones I like better. So the 4th one has Winona Ryder in it, has Sigourney Weaver again, and then a whole bunch of other people too that I enjoy. Special effects are better because it's the 4th one, and it all takes place on the ship, and then the aliens, they have that baby, the white one, that's part human, and it's like a super alien. And then Sigourney Weaver has bits of the alien, like she has acid for blood and super strength, and that scene where she's playing basketball is crazy, and like all the fighting scenes and that thing when they swim under the water through the mess hall because it's all flooded and the aliens come to try to get them. Oh, so good. Love that movie. And finally, in my top 10, the last of my top 20 and last of my top 10, Equilibrium. I love that movie. I can't get over how good that movie is. Every time I see it, fantastic. So it's kind of stylized a little bit like The Matrix, like in the outfits that they wear. Kind of looks like Keanu Reeves, but it's Christian Bale. And they have this special, they perfected the art of gun combat. And there's like certain poses that makes you most likely to be able to kill the most amount of people and not get shot yourself. And it's in this future world where they're getting rid of art and literature and anything that has to do with emotion. They've taken away your emotion. You have to take these drugs every day, so you're no longer driven by your heart, but just by your mind. And that alone, I think, makes a very compelling story. But I mean, the acting's great, the action is fantastic, and just the storyline is so interesting. You just want to keep watching to find out what happens. And there you have it. So those are my top 20 movies of all time, in no particular order, except for the first chunk of 10 and the next chunk of 10. If you haven't seen these movies, definitely check them out. If you're very, very interested in seeing one of them pulled out longer with me to break it down a little more, give you a bit of a more review, give you a little bit of more stuff, comment below. And if there's enough interest for a particular movie, then I'll definitely do a longer review just on that one. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. When the bum bum bum, oh, so good. Like a super alien. I'll give you a little bit of more stuff. Loved it.